I've been betrayed by my sensei. I didn't even know I had a sensei.
I didn't know you had a sensei. You had told me that, I knew you had been trying to lose weight.
Well, yeah, I'm not trying. I mean, I've lost 21 pounds in the past, I don't know, a couple days over 2 weeks.
It's been incredible. I've been really proud of you.
Well, they say it's water weight. Sensei John will say it's water weight. Why am I even calling him Sensei John? I never called him that. But he insists, he's like, I have to call him Sensei. But it's a moot point because he's not even my sensei anymore.
Sensei is that's a term from karate, isn't it?
What's like karate? Whatever. You can be a martial arts. Kung fu.
Have you been training in karate?
No, he didn't teach me anything. He barely told me like what. So here's the deal. I've been going to the gym and I've been dieting and I'm in the gym and I meet this guy and I'm doing like bench presses and I'm not doing like 400-pound lifts. I'm not pushing crazy weight. Mm-hmm. But this guy comes over, let me spot you, bro. And I'm like, all right, like, thank you. Like, I'm like, I'm fine. But he's like, you're coming over. We gotta no, he probably thinks you're homophobic or something. So it's just like, no, all right. Okay,
so you let him spot you because you're afraid of being accused of homophobia.
Well, I mean, you don't want to be like the antisocial guy. Like, no, I got it. And what if you do need help? And then you have to be like, help me.
Right, and then people will just look at you and mock you.
Look, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. Well, not mock me. It's not. No one's gonna mean whatever. The point. Yes. Thank you.
It's kind of like it's what some women are experiencing now. Like they've been too aggressive and saying stay away from me.
Right. Don't look at my butt. Don't look at my face.
And then they collapse under the weight of their
they're crushed. And they're crushed forever. And their spine doesn't work. Look, whatever. This guy comes over and like, yeah, he's like, and he's helped me out. And he goes, and he's like asking me like, are you starting out, whatever. And like, so yeah, he starts. I agree. Like I agree to let him train me, but like I'm like, all right, whatever. How much? I don't have a lot of money for this. He's like,
I thought that you had hired a personal trainer. You just met this guy at the gym.
Well, look, we have a gym in the basement. We have an apartment building. I don't know if people know. We have a gym in the basement, and then so I've been down there. And I'm like, yeah, he's like down. And he's in shape. He's not like, I mean, he's not that big. I mean, like, I don't know. He's like probably, he's a little shorter than me. Mm-hmm. He's not like huge. He's just kind of big. Like, you can see.
He's taut.
He's fit. And he's like, he's got muscles, but not like big ones.
Yeah.
So whatever. And I'm like, yeah, Brian, like, but like, yeah, well, also like, look, I'll be honest with you. I'm a little humble now. Yeah, maybe it is harder as I get older to do my own thing. And this guy can help, whatever. And I'm like, I don't want to spend 100 money. Like, he's like, we'll do $100 a week, and you can stop it whenever. Which I'm like, I don't know. I mean, personally, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I'm like, all right, look, maybe you can help me set like a weight plan, kind of get into a rhythm. I was using forever. Mm-hmm. And then, so I've been texting him, and he blew up on me the other day.
He got angry at you.
Well, I mean, look, so I have these texts that, let's pull these texts up. So this is, I was sending him my fitness pal, whatever that thing is, just like your stats or whatever. And he goes, this isn't good enough. You're not doing the work. And I lost I look at the first week I lost a bunch, like 15 or 17 pounds, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. Second week I lost 4 pounds, which is like, look, the first week you got water weight, right? I don't know how that works. I don't know, I don't know how much water a fat man has in his body. But apparently you have you have pounds of water and you have to get rid of that. And that's just, so whatever. I'm not expecting to lose 15 pounds a week. I'm not like, this isn't like, I'm not trying to like, do the biggest loser or whatever, where they make you, if you don't lose 300 pounds every month, they like, they won't give you surgeries. That show, they withhold surgeries if you don't lose weight fast enough.
Right, life-saving surgeries.
Or I mean, yeah, something, I don't know, like we won't give you your cancer treatment. But, so they go, you're not good. It's like, whatever, I lost 4 pounds this week. Like, 4 pounds means you were weak. They spelled it different, see? He spelled it W-E-A-K instead of W-E-E-K.
Oh, I see that, yeah.
I got a nice pun. And he goes, call me Sensei, you lazy pig. Which they didn't talk to me like, you know me. I wouldn't let someone talk to me like this.
When you were pulling these up for the show, I kind of at first thought maybe this is some kind of motivational thing that you worked out with him, where he calls you a pig.
No,
or a piece of shit or
right. Like an Andrew Tate kind of thing.
So that to motivate you to get you hyped while you're lifting weights.
Yeah, I get it. Like I don't think he was actually stepping to me because
some people like an aggressive trainer.
The vibe because it's hard. I guess I'm not saying a short guy couldn't take me in a fight.
Yeah.
Like Pesci and Goodfellas or whatever. But a shorter guy, I think he's inherently he's not going to try to flex on you as much. I mean, unless they're crazy. Mm-hmm. There are plenty of crazy short guys. He's not that short. He's shorter than me. But I'm not 6'6". You know. Mm-hmm. So this is like whoa. Because I'm like, where did this come from? You call me a lazy, it's just kind of like I'm not even threatened by the guy. It's more like you trying to do like an Andrew Tate thing. Or does Andrew Tate even do that? Does he do like personal coaching where he's like, you're not pimping hard enough or whatever he does.
Yeah.
So let's go to the next one.
Sensei is a sign of respect. You have to earn respect.
Right. I didn't want to be like, hey, thank you. I think it's true. And to be clear, I should have in hindsight just said, hey, bro, why don't you think this is?
It's good to see you standing up to Sensei John because
you don't call him Sensei John.
Okay, all right.
He's just John Higland to you.
His name is John Higland.
Higland. I thought it was John Highland. I kept seeing it written. I thought it was John Highlander, but his name is John Higland, Higland.
Is this guy gonna stalk us?
I don't know. I mean, I guess he lives in our building.
No.
So to be clear, I shouldn't have even entertained this, but I just wanted to try to fight back, but not hey, like usually I would just be like, hey, I'll come to your house with a gun.
Right.
I don't want to say that. So Sensei's a sign of respect. You have to earn respect. And
he says, no, Sensei just means teacher in Japanese.
This is so crazy. All right, trust me, I watch almost every episode of One Piece and Death Note. I guess he likes anime. I don't know. I told you when I took you on that you would have to do whatever I told you to do or that I'd ruin your life. He never said any of this.
Ruin your life?
Yeah, ruin my life. I'd ruin your life. First of all, he didn't take... I reluctantly agreed to do this. It was like a temporary thing. Is he gonna try to honeypot you? I don't know. I don't know who he knows. I don't know if he's gonna get kicked out of the building. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he knows bankers.
Yeah.
He's like a weird guy. He's like bald. Not bald. A crew cut. But you can tell his hairline's not particularly. And I'm not judging him for that. But I'm saying these guys, short guys with thinning hair. They go to the gym and they expect people to respect them.
Yeah.
Which I don't disrespect him, but I don't. I don't. If someone doesn't show me respect on the streets, I don't care. But just don't mess. Don't make me try to whatever.
Well, what does this guy look like? What is his ethnicity?
I mean, I guess he's white, right?
Yeah.
He might be he's thin. He's kind of more thin than built even, but he's cut.
Yeah.
He is cut. He has the lines on his arms.
Right.
Or whatever, the veins. He's not a twink.
Do you think, is he roided out maybe?
No, I don't think roids make you cut. You gotta say about weightlifting is it makes you there's the bulking and then there's the cutting of the weight and the water that makes you look like that.
Right.
So he might just be really dehydrated and a little muscular. He's not like a little guy.
I remember watching a Hugh Jackman interview
where
he talked about preparing for Wolverine.
Right.
And he talked about how he fasted and just drank water for 3 days.
Right.
And then on the fourth day, he drank no water and sat in a hot bath all day and just dehydrated himself.
Right. That's the whole move. That sounds like something like Sensei John would do.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, I can't accuse. Are you just dehydrating all the time? Is that your gimmick? Mm-hmm. There's no reason to say that. He was just it's good to have someone else watch you do things.
Right.
I don't think whatever. This is what I get for actually every time I try to humble myself, I get screwed. So he goes, I'll ruin your life. I was like, LOL, what? I don't remember that, and I only agreed to let you train me because you're always downstairs in the gym and you kept telling me that you could make my body hard. He did. He said, like I said, you said that 3 times. He said it 3 times in the whole thing. I can make your body so hard you don't understand.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of like he talked like he was a salesman.
Yeah.
Bro, like you like he kept saying like you have a good frame. You have a hard body. I'm like, good frame. You can't even tell her. No, I can tell. You have the bones for you can put some hard body on that. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, it definitely, like, I mean, but it wasn't, I didn't feel like he was hitting on me or anything, which, you know, I don't usually think men are trying to hit on me, but definitely had a weird, like, he was kind of objectifying me in a weird way.
He might be negging you.
Megan, oh, like this is all, well, I don't know. That's a good point. I mean, maybe I would have agreed with you if this is where it ended. But then he goes, so he's like, 3 times, I was drunk that day, he said. If I ever been sober, I would have never have talked like that. I would have known better. You're so fat. Which, all right. Like, I mean, it's hurtful. I mean, it's always a little, like, you know, it doesn't feel nice.
This is what these guys always do.
Yeah.
You know, they gas you up at first, and then they try to tear you down.
Yeah. Well,
this guy's no good. He's a bad egg.
He's not a good guy. Drunk. It was 1 p.m. Why were you drunk at 1 p.m.? And he just goes, let's go to the next one.
I was celebrating because my brother got into college.
Which is so weird. Like,
don't go telling people I drink or I'll make you regret everything. You're off the team.
Right. Like, I'm like, what team? So that's the end of it. That's basically my experience with Sensei John. I don't. There was other people there.
Was he putting together a karate team like for Cobra Kai?
I don't. He never mentioned. He said a couple times like, you know, like you can call me Sensei. Like he said it once, but it was never like demanding of it until this.
Yeah.
Like this whole idea of like, you know, and I was like, I'm not gonna call this guy Sensei, right? But then but there's no team. There's no other people that. I mean, like who knows? I don't know how often he's down there. Like, you know, if we go down there now in the basement, is he there? Maybe I don't go at all times of the day. Does he even live here?
Look, we're not.
You're not supposed to be down here if you don't live there.
No,
I don't like the idea of like people coming down there and like just like starting businesses in our basement.
Yeah. Look, I'm not saying obviously we're not rich by any means.
Right.
But I think that you should maybe hoire a real personal trainer instead of just letting homeless people.
He's not homeless.
In the basement train you.
He didn't. First of all, he's not homeless. All right, so let's just get that out of the way. He didn't. He did not strike me as a homeless guy. He, you know, like he wasn't. I did give him money. That's something. But yeah, but it was for training. I mean, look, he set up a split, right? Like an upper body, lower body split. And that was, I mean, yeah. You know, I didn't do enough steps, I guess is the problem. On a couple of days. I did, you know, I try to walk 10,000 steps a day, but sometimes you run out of time. When you left your last training session, did he seem angry? No, that's a weird thing. I don't know. Like he's not like he's measuring me like a farm animal. Right. So like I guess he didn't know. I guess he thought like he's just a numbers guy. It's a weird before, you know, just subscribe to this show and give us a like in the comments if you could. Give us a like and comment about if you're a personal trainer, if you're whatever. I feel weird, you know. Patreon.com/Ray Kump for extra episode every week. You got put it feels weird to be even saying that because it's just like I'm talking about this guy who's like, you know, we gotta get out in the first few minutes or else people, you know, whatever. It's weird. He did pitch me like this show idea. Oh yeah, where it was like, I guess this kind of makes sense because his whole thing was this gimmick. He's like, he's trying to. Not that he pitched me, but he was telling me how he wants to make this show, where he, like, I guess like a YouTube show or something, or like, but it's like a fitness thing, but it's like, or maybe it's a bit. I don't know. Is it something where he calls, like I would you could hire him and go, I want you to train my husband. But you can't know. And like, it's the idea would be that basically he would call me up, or let's say I'm training did it for you. Yeah. He would call you up and like, we don't have kids, but like he would say like, if you did, he'd find some other pain point, but he'd go, I'm gonna kidnap your kid if you don't lose 10 pounds. And like, you go, who is this? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a guy out of the blue.
Right.
And his whole gimmick is like threaten people. Kind of like I had a similar idea when from an episode way back where I was gonna threaten to kidnap LeBron's kids to get him to play better.
Right.
LeBron James. It was something of that nature. Right. I just how to be the best coach. And so and so it's kind of in that vein. But that was at least I know I was already hired as that reason. This is more like this feels illegal. This feels like he wants to. A wife can't consent to a guy thinking his kid is kidnapped or going to be kidnapped, right?
Right. I mean, I guess maybe if the wife was in on it. If she was actually. If she fabricated the kidnapping of her son.
But I don't think a wife. I don't think when you get married, you abdicate your right to not have that happen to you, right? Like I don't think your wife can decide that he's going to think his kid's in danger, and that's okay,
right?
But I guess maybe maybe he's just thinking the wife will just get in trouble. He's like, I'll just leave the wife holding the bag if the guy files charges because he's not going to kidnap the kid. I don't think. This is the idea. He was telling me this.
I gotta say, this person he doesn't seem very mentally stable.
He was telling me this while he was stretching me. He was like, I was on my back and he's pushing my leg back and he's telling me about it.
He was using the foam roller on you?
No, there's no foam roller. What's the foam roller do?
It just like it gets some of the kinks out of your muscles.
Yeah, he was just kind of taking my leg and pushing it back really hard. He's telling me this whole idea. I'm like, all right, I guess this makes sense. He's a weirdly you could tell.
Yeah, I noticed that whenever you would say sometimes I'm gonna go down to the gym for some mobility exercises,
right?
And I always thought that's great, but then when you came back, your neck would be all fucked up.
But that's probably because he would have me do bench like curls, right? Like with the 40-pound weights. And I should probably do 30. He's like, do 40. It's bigger. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. I could do 40, but not as many reps.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But he would get on my back. I've heard we talk about this recently. I don't think this is the right way because I heard about where prisoners will sometimes get in each other's backs and do squats. Mm-hmm. But he he put me in a rear naked choke on him, but not choking me. Just kind of got around my neck while I did curls. Which curls are it's like just lifting your arm up. It makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want too much weight on your neck while you're doing curls.
No, I don't think you want any weight in your neck. But then again, I
always get stuck in these plateaus. I don't really know what you're supposed to be doing.
Well, look, I know there's a whole thing where it's there's a debate between whether you should just isolate your muscles or CrossFit people. And Joe Rogan types, right?
Mm-hmm.
Joe Rogan loved to do the kettlebells.
Yeah.
And he had kettlebells that looked like gorillas and orangutans and all sorts of animals.
I love that. I'd love to have a kettlebell menagerie.
Dude, I'd love to go to Joe Rogan's house and just see every kind of kettlebell. A penguin kettlebell.
Yeah, zebra.
I bet you think his kids just have I don't want to talk about anyone's kids.
Yeah.
But if I had kids, that seems like a great thing to give kids. Mm-hmm. If I have my own kids. I want to make sure they stay fit for their own health.
Yeah.
You give them animal kettlebells. Mm-hmm. I can't.
Honestly,
now I'm afraid that Joe Rogan's going to be like, don't talk about my kids. What? He's going to get back to him. I didn't mean anything. I'm just saying he has cool orangutan kettlebells. Whatever. The point is,
too many people are content to see their toddlers just be all chubby,
Yeah.
You can get ripped as a 2-year-old. There's no excuse not to.
Well, I'm not saying ripped. But kettlebells are guys who do regular weightlifting will tell you the kettlebells do Dr. Mike from Renaissance Periodization that I don't think he likes kettlebells. He thinks these guys are all just there's too much emphasis on being wobbly or being off kilter. So that you build up resistor muscles, but that guy like Michael, that's stupid. Just isolate your muscles, you can work harder. That's how I understand the argument at least. So that's kind of what's in my head while this guy's on my neck, and I'm just going it doesn't seem but I thought he was trying to do one of those cross. I never did CrossFit. Did you ever do CrossFit?
I did a little bit of CrossFit.
Right.
Yeah.
It sounds like something that might happen at CrossFit, right?
Yeah, sometimes they would work you pretty hard in those programs, but
look on wads. They have wads.
No one ever climbed on my neck and put all that weight on my neck.
Well, I never went to an official CrossFit gym, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you guys did that prisoner exchange, the way prisoners help each other.
Yeah.
Because it's all about function. They call it functional strength. But I don't know what that means. You know, I mean, again, we should have maybe Dr. Mike can train me, or Joe Rogan. I don't know. I mean, someone who's not in my building, maybe. It's got. I mean, I'm not afraid of him. Like I feel like I can take him.
You know, I'm surprised to hear that because you're also very sensitive about your neck. You tend to protect it.
I don't like he. Yeah, to be clear, he wasn't like if he was on my neck itself. It would have been my voice went up even there. I would probably. It was more like he was like around my shoulders, I guess. Like I'm just kind of he was like hanging on me in a weird way.
Yeah,
which is like again for curls, it's like uncomfortable, but like not really. Yeah, no. If he was on my neck, I probably would have like fucking like not flipped out, but just kind of like when you touch my neck, still I've gotten used to it. But like I just go, I freak out. Like it's just spasm effect.
But do you guys like do a warm up at all, or? Well,
he would stretch me. He would like grab my legs and push them back really hard. That's when he was telling me about the show idea. And then he would have me like he would just kind of throw the ball at me. He would say stand still. We have those, I don't know what you call them, medicine balls or whatever down there. And he would take one that like the small, not a big one, but like just stand still. And he would just throw it at my arms. And you go like, should I block it? He's like, just stand there and let it happen. I'm like, all right, dude. Like, and he goes like, what are we doing here? Like, it's like a massage. But, you know, it's like you're a big guy. It's like you need more power, like to loosen to get your muscles warm up.
Right.
And yeah, he wasn't calling. It's not like he was calling me a fat pig at that point. Or a lazy pig. He was just saying, "You're a big guy." He would say, you know. So it's funny that behind a text chain, he can be like, "Oh, you're so fat." He'd say to my face, you know. Yeah. But yeah, he said you're a big guy. And he would throw the ball at me like kind of hard. It wouldn't hurt that much. It was kind of like a dull pain, like a whatever. He said it was to loosen me up. I mean, I felt like you got the blood flowing. Whatever, I could take it. Yeah. You know, it's like do I get sore? It's like when you bump into something, you don't break your arm, right? But it's not nice. Yeah. Like you were walking past a dumpster once.
How that could really improve your physique at all.
Well, it's about getting you ready. Let's not like slander everything that Sensei Mike did. I mean, he's just he is in shape, right? I mean, I think there is a logic to it. It's like it gets you. It doesn't in itself getting hit with the ball doesn't get you into shape per se. It just gets you in a position where you're mentally more adjusted to taking the pain of lifting weights. That's the way he explained it, at least. Okay. Right?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Because lifting weights is hard, right? Like it's supposed to be. If it's not hard, then lift more. Well, that's the whole thing. Like it needs to be hard. So you have to kind of condition yourself to take more pain. Yeah. And so I think he was right about that. I think there's some things he was right about. It's just, he just flipped out on me for no reason. And I guess maybe he's not alcoholic. I don't want to get sued, but I think he might be an alcoholic. If he's getting drunk at 1 p.m., I mean, who celebrates their brother's graduate, getting into college? You're supposed to like, what does that happen now? I mean, college is about to start. Yeah. Why would that happen? Like, would he just get in a wait list or something? Maybe. I don't know how when do wait lists happen? When do they find out?
Well, look, maybe they're having a party like right before he goes to college or something.
At 1 p.m. where booze? Maybe he went to lunch like at a diner, and like everyone else is just eating normal like orange juice, and he's just getting like slammed. Whatever.
Well, look, like sometimes an afternoon picnic, you'll have a few drinks. Right. Like you'll have if people are making burgers and hot dogs and stuff, like at a Memorial Day kind of picnic, you might have a few beers.
Right, but it was like a weekday. It was like Tuesday or something. It was definitely a Tuesday. 'Cause remember, I was working out. It was the day after I started. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. I don't want to get into it.
He's a strange guy, the Sensei.
He's a strange guy. I hope he doesn't try to do anything. I think you should, when you go to the gym, just let me know, because I don't want him. I don't know if he knows us. He can go look me up online. Yeah. Find the podcast. He might find you. Like, I don't want him to try to get to me through you. Like I'll text him. No. Look, should I text him and say, "Don't touch my wife"? Should I text him and say, "If you touch my wife, you're dead"? I want you to be safe.
I would appreciate that.
But can I go to jail for that?
But also, Also, he might not know that I'm your wife.
Right, but he can look up online and like see.
You should send him a picture of me. Say, "This is my wife.
Yeah.
Don't touch her."
Right. Don't you dare touch her.
Yeah.
Don't try to train her. She's not one of your doe-eyed sensei boys. I honestly, you can't just call yourself sensei. I mean, even if it is teacher, he's not Japanese.
Yeah.
If he is, I mean, is that racist? Can you be born in Japan and be a white guy? I guess.
It doesn't seem like his training,
they're pretty restrictive.
Like his training regimen is particularly Japanese.
No. I mean, I don't know how Japanese get big. I mean, you think of them as more like kind of slender and quick, like karate, right? But they're plenty. They can be plenty strong, right? I don't know if they have weights or if they have different, or if they just kind of do like, if there's Japanese kettlebells, they have like whatever, like but they
exotic
don't like
spiders on them.
Yeah. And then orchids shaped like flowers, right?
Yeah.
Bonsai trees. Maybe lift bonsai tree. I don't know what Japanese people do. I don't think they would be comfortable with him saying he's like whatever. Like I think I'm not. What am I gonna be like? Oh, you're not allowed to say that.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not allowed to use the word sensei. Well, who am I? Who am I, Mark Barron? So I don't know, but yeah, things are going. But overall, it's going well.
Did Sensei John give you?
Let's stop calling him Sensei John. I feel like, I mean, it's fun to say, but then I feel like it's just kind of like playing into his hand.
Look, did this man give you a diet plan at all? Did he have any input on your?
Well, I showed him. I was basically just calorie restricting and keeping my macros. He's like, "Yeah, that's fine, but you don't cheat.
Yeah.
Don't cheat or I'll know." He said.
Yeah. How would he know?
I don't know. He just said, "Don't cheat." Or, like I think he wants to be the tough guy.
Yeah.
But he just like he's like I don't know if he knows how. Like he's just like, "Don't cheat or I'll know." You can't say like that. Like I'll know. So. But it's just I've been eating a lot of chicken breast. I buy chicken breast in the value packs, and I freezer and I put them in vacuum sealed immediately, and put them in the freezer, and I just pop them in the sous vide every day. Chicken breast, you see me do it.
Yeah. I mean, they're delicious. Those sous vide chicken breasts.
You act like we live together.
So juicy.
Why do you act like this isn't what you see me do every day? People are gonna look at this and go, wait, is he making this up?
I don't know.
I really do make the chicken breast.
Fantasy is colliding with reality.
What fantasy? We talked last week about the Smoky Joe.
Right, yeah.
And I mentioned on the Patreon episode, but I tried it out, and it just a jet flame was coming out on my patio, and I think I have to get one of those electric things that like plug into the coals, because this is a jet of flame just going up into the freaking air. And I was like, you go, oh, who cares? Like I live in I'm in a patio. It's a freaking another patio above me. Like I don't care if the whole thing burns, but it's probably not a good idea to burn everything down.
Right.
I get that you live. I get that you all live like American Pickers. That show American Pickers. When you go in the driveway, someone's got like 10 acres of land with like 3 barns, and then like the barn's just full of old junk, old like and like a couple Coca-Cola ads from the 50s and a bunch of garbage, and that seems not. I envy you, but I don't have all that space. So I mean, if a literal 2-foot flame coming out of the chimney of this thing, I don't know. Like whatever. I still cooked. I still made the burgers.
Right.
Don't call me a bitch because I freaking because of that. Oh, you're such a pussy. You don't feel. What do you want me to do? I'm not like afraid of fire. I'm just cautious around fire.
We have all kinds of industrial stuff.
Yeah,
near our balcony too. I
can just get the thing. It's a spatula that goes into the coals and won't smoke up apparently.
Yeah.
So why not do that? I am so sick of every guy out there trying to like make me like oh, I'll train you. Everyone's trying to train me. I'm sick of being trained. I know how to be a man. What do you think? I'm some child? Yeah, I know how to make meat. I know how to lift a weight. I don't need other men to teach me anything. I'm sick of this. I'm going back to my instincts. All right, I'll just train myself. I'll make my own food. I don't need you people.
I'll eat my own body.
Yeah, I'll be like, you know how to lose weight, become a cannibal, and you're your first victim. How about that? Why can't I just cut muscle off my body and then eat it to lose weight or cut fat? Why can't I just, like, if I learn how to sew, if I'm a nurse practitioner, if I'm an RN or even a physician's assistant, I can't, like, I'm not saying, like, I've seen in movies, like people like sewing themselves when they get shot. You know, they use a mirror and they sew, like Ronin, wasn't he like sewing himself, or the guy was helping him get the bullet out and then sewing himself up? Why can't I do that? But we're just taking pieces of fat and using it to cook chicken with. You know, or I can make stock.
I mean, is it easy to render the fat from
a human?
From human
I think it's like any other fat. You just cook slow. You do low and slow. When you cook slow and slow, it's a way, like if you have a chicken breast with the skin, you put the skin down and you cook it slow, or a thigh, right? And you would just let it the fat render, and then that would sizzle in the fat, and you get a nice cook that way. If you go too quick, the fat can't render that quickly, and it all just burns. So the same thing applies if you're a cannibal for yourself.
Fair enough. I mean, you know,
I'm not saying I'm gonna do it, but I mean, like, I'm so sick of like these guys who like walk around in Speedos telling me how like be a man.
Wait, John he walked around in Speedos?
No, but he reminded me, like, he had, like, you could see he had like the V.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't in a Speedo, but he had these shorts that were like kind of like low cut. But I'm thinking more like Andrew Tate. You know,
is that kind of the pinnacle of male fitness goals, is to get the V?
I mean, at some point the V became that, but like in the 80s, no one cared about the V. No one cared about, you know, like everyone wanted to be Arnold Schwarzenegger and Stallone, and all of a sudden, like, when Fight Club came out, everyone's like, I want the Dick V.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, just like I'm so sick of like guys like Sensei John, like fucking acting like, you know, they're the pinnacle of, no, I could crush you even now. You're like, oh, would you sit on me? Yeah, man, kind of. I would use my weight against you. You know?
Yeah.
I'll hold you down and then bring force down upon you. Oh, you have to catch me first. He probably, you know. Well, yeah, we're in a, you know, I'll corner you. I'm not trying to hurt. Like, am I good? Would I be good at hunting Sensei John in the woods? No, because he'd be faster than me.
But you'll have to catch me first, he says as he slithers up pull-up bars.
Right. I'm just saying, like, he's like, I'm not here trying to start stuff. So, like, you know, like, these guys are like we were talking, well, I'll box you. I was like, well, I'm not gonna, like, you know, like, I'll just like grab onto you and I'll start biting you, and I'll fall on top of you. And then, look, once I get in better shape, I'll learn different tactics. I can do other things, but I adapt to my own body. Don't think you can hurt me. Especially if you're not. I mean, look, guys in prison are very big. I'm afraid of them. I'm not afraid of them. They're in prison, but you know what I mean. Like, I wouldn't talk a bunch of shit to them, to their face. I'm not gonna send letters to prisons and go, hey pussy.
When you get out.
Imagine, when you get out, you're in for a world of pain. Yeah. Imagine that. Oh, you're a murderer? Well, I think you're a coward. And you can't do anything because you're behind bars. Here's a picture of me and my wife. Isn't she pretty? You know, I don't do that. I'm not some guy who goes and like tries to, like, you know, flex on people. But don't try to intimidate me when I could easily just, you know, I could at the very least hurt him. I could at the very least, you know, he doesn't know where I've been. You seem skeptical. Like, but if you saw this guy, I don't know what you'd think. I don't know if you know how men fight. It'll get messy. My wife's side is taking Sensei John's side now.
No. I'm against him.
Whatever.
If he comes for us, you know, we'll fight him off together.
I don't need your help, Sensei John. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on from this whole mess. All right. So, yeah, you know, I'm sorry. For the past 5 years, talking about my training or lack thereof, or when everyone's like, I was a keto. I haven't got keto in years. Tried other things. Stop talking about keto. Sorry, I don't like talking about this. You start talking about this stuff, and this happens. I'll deal with my own problems. You know, stuff. The company's going on sip. No one even knows I lost all this weight.
We've been eating so much whole wheat things.
Yeah. I ate the whole wheat. I ate quinoa. I ate brown rice. You go, somebody the other day, why don't you shut up? You don't know nothing. I'm so sick of people chirping at me. You know? Next time someone tries to poke me to the gym, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. Oh, these people never put their weights back in the right positions. The gym is a freaking nightmare down there. You know, the weights are always like scattered about. If I find it, maybe it's John Higland. What a weird name, John Higland.
Yeah, look, he could be raging out in there, just throwing stuff.
But it's all put back in the right spot. It's just in the wrong, not in order. You know what I mean? Like the dumbbell rack. It's like you know. I'll fucking kill it. I'll fucking go to hell. Go to hell. What else is going on? We have this is a new phenomenon happening. These what you wanted to talk about this. These are the girls of some sorority.
You wanted to talk about.
Well, no, I showed you a video of this, and you were like, "This is like
this is the new trend on TikTok. Sorority girls dancing."
Okay, so
you want to see some of this?
Yeah, play it, I guess. We're not playing the music. We don't know if it's copyrighted or not, but it's just a bunch of girls. I guess they're hot girls.
They have all these. They're super coordinated.
They're all very coordinated. I mean, are they hot even? I mean,
it's like they're part of a single organism.
I need better glasses. Are they all hot? I feel like some of them are hot and some of them aren't, and they're all just kind of wandering. But whatever. Let's just assume they're all fine.
Yeah.
But it's become some kind of culture war thing. To be in a sorority video, because apparently. I guess if you did this back 3 years ago, they would have told you can't do this.
I feel like this has always been a thing. You know, sorority girls doing for as long as social media has existed anyway. My college didn't have a big group.
Yeah, well, you went to college. Yeah. Were you in a sorority?
No.
So what did you ever see them? Like, did they ever do this coordinated dancing?
I don't know if it was as big back then. Like, it was like, you know, every once in a while I'd see some kind of like hazing ritual.
What kind of hazing ritual?
From a fraternity or something.
From not a sorority?
Not as much. I didn't really see the sorority.
What were the fraternity you doing?
You know, like making people jog. Honestly, they weren't that extreme.
Just physical training.
Yeah.
All right. I don't understand the point. Look, it's fine. I mean, I'm all for winning the culture war. Like, I would love for, I have nothing but love for white people. You know, if I don't like the idea of a bunch of white girls feeling like, you know, they can't dance.
Yeah.
It's the last thing I want. I think, you know, I didn't realize that it was that bad. I didn't realize that, like, you know, pretty white girls were they being told, like, if they tried to like do a coordinated dance in the quad. Is that what they call it in college?
Yeah.
Would they be like?
They're immediately arrested.
Well, no, not arrested. But yeah, would they be like? All right. No, would they have been told that you're not allowed to? You have to be, like, you have to take like sensitivity training or something.
If they danced?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I mean, like, is there something like, is this supposed to be an appropriated dance?
I don't think so. I mean, it could be. Everything apparently is Native American.
I'm trying to think of what could be offensive about it, but
they're
doing it. I guess they're doing it on.
I think the logic is supposed to be that, like, they put a fat girl on the Sports Illustrated issue, so that, like, but that was never. The whole point was that it wasn't organic.
Right.
I don't care. I don't care if girls dance. Why don't they make other girls hotter? Like, why don't they do the right? Like, if they're gonna dance, why don't they? Like, the problem with sororities is that like, and like, here's what I don't get. Like, all these guys on Twitter who like show this stuff, go, look, this is what white girls are doing. But you don't need these hot white girls. Like, if your point is to make more hot white girls, right, and make it okay to be blonde and hot, not shave your head, not be non-binary, whatever.
Right.
If that's your angle. Like, all right. But like, shouldn't the goal be to train like the other people? Like, shouldn't they be trying to she's all that in all the like the uggos?
She's all that, all the blue hairs.
Like, get the fat girls.
Yeah.
Get those fat girls. They should do panty raids. You know, panty raids? But instead of panty raids, they go and they beat up a fat girl. Not beat her up, but they take her. Not beat her up. What's the wrong word? Take her. Like, kidnap her. You know? But, like, in the way colleges do. You know, in the way that's a prank. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like, in college, you can just do stuff as a prank. Right? Like, I mean, that seems to be the thing. Like, I don't mean literally kidnap them, but, like, you know. So
you're imagining her getting tied to a chair. They put some makeup on her.
Well, look, I mean,
maybe a weed.
Look, I want to be clear. They always say they want to kidnap. Like, they came to my room at 2 a.m. and they made me do this, right? These frats and these sorority, like, hazing things. Mm-hmm. And I just, immediately, I'm like, why'd you, what do you mean, did you not consent to this? Like, did you, are they invading, like, a home invasion? But they're like, no, it was probably I did sign up or whatever. They tell you, right?
Yeah.
Like, these people signed up for this. So I imagine some of the fat women and the ugly women are signing up to be, and the girls are just rejecting them. And I'm not saying, don't be guys with it. I'm not saying to put them in this video. I'll cut back to it here so you can see it. I don't want the fat girls doing this. That's not my point. I'm not advocating for that. I am just saying, but why don't these girls give back to the community and train and like physically train the fat women?
Right.
And so they are
supposed to do charity. I mean,
right.
Like the sororities and fraternities.
The whole point of college is to learn, and your whole thing is that you're hot. Why aren't you training people to be hot? Mm. It's not all genetic rodeo. Some of it's just that, people aren't, their parents were lazy, or their parents like watching, Glee instead of going to the gym with their kids.
Right.
Too much Glee, not enough weights.
Or they don't know, or their parents don't know that you're supposed to use hydraulic acid to, burn your kid's acne off.
You're using hydrochloric acid, hydraulic acid. You're mixing up hydraulic fluid and hydrochloric acid.
Is that a big deal?
Yeah, it's a little different. I don't know what hydraulic fluid would be like on your skin. It might not be nice. But whatever. I mean, what do you think of these girls? Do you think do you think do they make you wish you were in a sorority?
I mean, they're all very pretty. I mean, this has always been kind of my image of a sorority.
Yeah.
Maybe like it's altered a little bit by just social media being there.
Do we have the video to watch? Is there more than one?
Yeah, there's another here.
Watch another one. Let's see if it holds up.
Now this is cool because they're doing backflips.
Yeah, they're all dressed like cowgirls. Are these I guess they're from like Oklahoma or whatever?
Yeah.
No, I mean I hate that. I really don't like the idea that they were being like abused until recently. Until Trump got in office or whatever. They were
being detained.
I don't like it. I'm all for these girls, and like honestly, I don't think they're not my type. Like this like bah! I can't stand that energy. I mean, I feel like all these Twitter guys who like talk about how great this is would not get along with these girls.
Right. Well, yeah, like that's something some people have pointed out is that like
and not because like
depending on the day, these guys are like either this is either the sign that we're free,
right,
or they're just being whores,
right? Well, yeah, like women very often, I guess, fall into that trap. Life is about making you can either be a whore or a podcaster. You're OnlyFans or a podcaster. When you're facing a loaded gun, what's the difference?
The podcaster horror complex,
right,
runs deep.
I mean, the whole. I mean, I get it. They're trying to get you into a position where you have no options. You don't. It's all great if you make $100,000 a month off OnlyFans.
Right.
But if you make $200 a month and then you quit after 6 months, then what?
Then you're just some.
Then you try to get a job at Zaxby's.
Yeah.
The chicken restaurant. You go, I give up. I was trying to show my booty, do the booty dance, pumping, dumping, pump my dumper, and it didn't work out. But now I want to work at Zaxby's and just make fried. Is it fried chicken? What does Zaxby's have? Go pull up the Zaxby's menu. I've never been to a Zaxby's. I've heard they're delicious. Yeah, click that menu there. This This is the menu at Zaxby's, and you go, well, and you could be serving. Look, I used to dump my pump. I used to pump my dumper out, on OnlyFans for $200 a month. But now I'm humbling myself before the Lord. I'm gonna work at Zaxby's. I'm gonna sell you the Zappetizer Trio, the fingers and wings meal, the sandwich. The salad. Instead of salads, they have salads. Is there anything where they show you? Go to careers. Let's see what careers they have. Because this is what I'm talking about. Now, I don't want to slander them. Maybe they might very well not look you up. But I'm afraid that even if I go to Zaxby's, if I have an OnlyFans record or even a podcast record, they'd be like, well, you don't work. They wouldn't tell you that.
Right.
No one ever tells you that they're not firing you for a certain reason. But but Zaxby's might be like, well, we'd love to have you on the team, but we actually. A lot of religious people like our chicken. That's what I'm afraid of. So I don't want to shame anyone into not podcasting or being an OnlyFans girl. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure if I tried to go to a job at Zaxby's, they'd be like, this guy's yelling about some trainer who's choking him.
Yeah.
If it was me,
sure.
I don't know. They're gonna bother hiring me. They're gonna hire the 19-year-old kid who doesn't have any of that in line.
Right.
If I'm the guy at Zaxby's, I'm not hiring me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're living in a social credit system now.
This is China has social. What do you think this is? The social credit score comes from show your ass or don't. So these girls online. I mean, honestly, if the political winds shift again, you might not be able. Those sorority videos might keep you out of something.
Sure.
I mean, what
you were here, doing. You were here dancing in blue jeans, and blue jeans is now.
Who's dancing in blue? You mean girls?
Yeah.
Those are Daisy Dukes, or short shorts.
Yeah, but they're denim.
Right, it's not blue jeans. Who would care about some girls dancing in blue jeans? What is this? Like some Jordache jeans ad? No, they're in shorts. Jean shorts.
Yeah.
If you pitch that to me, I'm the head of Netflix. I'm like, get lost. Pitch me the girls in the jeans.
We're gonna have some girls in jeans doing a big dance. It's gonna be really elaborate.
Do the jeans have a hole where the ass is? So you can see the ass. Is that?
No, they're just gonna be normal straight leg jeans, like the pair of jeans that Sydney Sweeney wore in that ad.
Wasn't she wearing coverall half a nurse's outfit? She was wearing an aviation mechanic's outfit. She wasn't wearing jeans.
Right, so they're going to be wearing that.
Denim and jeans are different. Denim's a fabric, and jeans are like the pants.
And they're going to be doing backflips and do-si-dos and plies.
Plea, yeah. You think? I mean, look. I think what we need as a college is we need to teach people. We need to go back to basics. We need college to be like the military, like ROTC. Like everyone who go college, you should have to go to basic training to go to college. I think everyone who goes to college should have to learn how to fire a gun. Right? You live in barracks.
Yeah.
And we teach people to dance. Here's the thing. Everyone goes into the military, but the military part's very minimal in my view. We teach people how to talk to women, right? No one knows how to talk to women, and we teach women how to talk, how to appreciate men, because no one seems to respect each other anymore. You got the men who just, they look at a woman and they go, I want to have sex with her, and they lose their mind and they start bringing up Digimon and Pokemon and whatever, or Death Note or whatever they're into.
Yeah.
And they can't focus. They or some video game, or they try they just send a picture of the cock. Enough. Learn how to converse with a woman. But you also, to be fair, you need to convince these women. You have to kind of convince these women. There's not enough tall guys out there for them.
No.
These women all want tall, affluent men. You have to show them. We need to show them what we need, a guy like Sensei John who is shorter to be in these positions where he's hurting people.
find certain ways of just kind of subconsciously sexualizing short, taut men.
Short, taut men who have like a decent salary. You know?
Yeah.
Like, stop putting Heath Ledger on. I mean, I know he was the gay cowboy, but still, I feel like people look at Heath Ledger in Brokeback Mountain as like the pinnacle of man, and like he's a cool guy, but like he could have been short. You know, like Pesci is never the guy who like except for My Cousin Vinny, where he had Marissa Tomei.
Right.
But every other time, he's just like he's the short guy. He's just short and he can't live. Every other movie about Joe Pesci is about how he has to like fight to get cancer treatment because doctors don't want to help him because he's too short. You know, like there's a scene in Goodfellas where like they cut it out, but where he goes to a cancer doctor and goes, we would operate, but it's like there's no reason for you to live. But they end up cutting it because they go, it takes a sting out of him getting whacked because people thought like didn't care as much. Because he was going to die anyway. So they removed that scene.
How tall was Bruce Lee?
I'm not sure. Look him up. Look up Bruce Lee. I don't think he was very tall. I think he was on the shorter side of like big 5'8". I'm taller than Bruce Lee.
You have to be 5'8" to be a death machine like Bruce Lee.
I mean, to be fair, Bruce Lee, I mean, he got killed by a vibrating punch, I think. The whole thing that killed him was like some punch that like... Look up how Bruce Lee died, like Fist of Death or something. That's the name of a movie, but there's some theory. So what's this? This is Lee died at the age of 32 years in Hong Kong. 32, geez. Under mysterious circumstances, the cause of death is unknown. Although numerous hypotheses have been proposed, from assassination by gangsters to the more recent suggestion in 2018 he died from a heat stroke. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I feel like, Schwarzenegger wouldn't have gotten a heat stroke.
Well, of course he did. Look at how dehydrated and taut that body is.
You can't be that dehydrated. Like, he's not big. Look, he's big compared to, like, a child. Mm-hmm. But he's, like, a small guy. Look, it's all about speed with him. He was so quick. Right. That was his whole thing. And I get it.
That's what we need to... We need to start sexualizing quickness.
Right.
With men.
I mean,
if you're the quicker you are,
how are they going to demonstrate it at a date though? Like, all right, so I'm in a bar.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, honey girl, sweetie baby.
Yeah.
You're the girl.
Okay, yeah.
We're role playing here.
Oh, all right.
Hey, honey girl, sweetie baby.
Oh, thank you so much for taking me out on a date.
I'm approaching you at the bar.
Oh, okay.
I'm on a date already. Okay. Jesus.
All right.
So I roll up on you. Mm-hmm. You're at a bar with some chick that you know, some friend, maybe a couple of friends.
Got it.
Whatever. Bunch of hens. And I roll up, and I'm like, I'm wearing what I'm wearing now. I'm wearing a smart looking hoodie and sunglasses and a hat, a wild hat. I go, hey, honey girl, sweetie baby.
Oh, hi there.
Hi, Dad. You said.
I said, oh, hi there.
Are you Southern? Just talk like you normally talk. Let's make it a real role play.
Okay, all right, fine.
Hi, honey girl, sweetie baby.
Why are you calling me that?
Well, I'm just trying to show your value. I'm trying to, a lot of guys try to devalue. Look, I don't want to mansplain to you, but a lot of guys out there, guys who aren't as nice as me, will try to devalue you. Try to make you feel like you're less than you are, so that you're more likely to take them as a man, as a mate, as a provider. Mm-hmm. I don't like to play the weak game like that. I want a challenge.
Oh wow! Well, I really respect that.
Yeah. So how you doing? So I just wanted, if you don't mind, I want you to see the kind of guy I am. So can I run for you?
Run for me.
I want you to see how quick I am.
Where are you going to run? How am I going to watch you run?
And there's a problem. There's a problem with your... I mean, I don't want to nitpick every idea you have, Lucy, but how would this work? How would I demonstrate speed to this woman? It's got to be... It makes more...
Obviously this creates room for dishonesty, but I just think it should become more commonplace to talk about how fast you can run.
How fast you run a mile or something, or 100-meter dash?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I mean,
or how fast you can bob and weave.
Why not just have boxes everywhere? Here's the thing. There should
Honestly, maybe short guys, as a rule, should just come up to women bobbing and weaving. shadow boxing.
I feel like women are gonna take that as a threat. I feel like women are gonna take it the wrong way and think that this short guy is trying to box them. Because if someone bobs and weaves at me, I think they're trying to throw a punch at me.
Right? Yeah.
Here's what we need. We need some kind of uniform weight, and maybe Joe Rogan can help us out with his orangutans or whatever, gorilla kettlebell. Well, but like an American kettlebell. And like a 50-pound kettlebell or 100-pound kettlebell, and it's just, every bar has to have one. Same way you have a fire extinguisher, you have a gorilla face kettlebell, or whatever. Or maybe it's a kettlebell with the face of the current president, whatever. And then you have to, if you want to hit on a girl, you just gotta grab the bell and you go, look what I can do. And you start, lifting it and throwing it around, bending over, picking it up. You can see your ass,
throwing it through your legs.
Yeah, I mean, you're not allowed to toss it. That's the kind of shit that gets you in trouble with the bouncers. Because the one thing you don't do, you don't throw it.
Can you juggle them?
You really shouldn't leave your hand. But big guys do that. They'll juggle it. Like these big tough guys think, because look, here's a problem. It's good enough for most guys, but these meatheads who get jacked as shit. I'm not even talking about Sensei John. I mean, like big guys. They like, because there'll be a guy who's half that guy's size who could easily like lift that weight. And there's a point where this guy's trying to demonstrate how much stronger he is than that guy, but it's not enough weight. But we can't have a 400-pound weight lying around for just this one guy meathead to have,
Yeah.
So he tries to juggle it so you can see how much stronger he is, but that's dangerous, right?
Yeah.
But these meatheads don't care,
right?
They want to fight bouncers, just to test them. I don't get it. So you can't, whatever. Point is. It's you just demonstrate how strong you are, and it gives men, and women have to kind of learn. Yeah, we have to train them a little bit. It's not. I don't mean in a disciplined daddy kind of way. I mean just in a way of like society. Like if a man's gonna put the effort in, you gotta kind of accept it. Like that's cool at least.
Right.
You have to at least say nice things to him. That's really. I don't want to have sex with you, but it's nice.
That's a good rule of thumb.
Yeah, be nice to a guy. Don't just blow him up. If he can squat 10 of the gorilla kettlebell, I'm just saying, men need to be less misogynistic and women need to be less snotty.
Yeah.
That's when you have to have sex with the guy.
Leave him feeling good about himself.
Be a salesman. Learn to sell.
Look, that's a good point. I think more women could be better salesmen of the idea of not having sex with a guy.
Here's why I don't want to have sex with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you some reasons, and you're gonna love that. I'm just saying, it's just because we've screwed up the incentives. Mardi Gras beads. Who's that good for? Even New Orleans sucks because I love New Orleans, but I don't go there on Mardi Gras. It's just a mess. I know it's good for their economy, I guess, but I mean, look, we can't just base society. We can't not fix society because the guys who make beads might get hurt. I'm sorry, the guys who make plastic beads might lose a little bit of money if we shift away from that.
Right.
What if we? I mean, maybe we could sell the beads.
We just become the new big bead.
Yeah, this is all a ploy to get people to close down, and then we come back. I remember, and we act like I remember those woke assholes who took away your beads. Well, we're bringing them back, baby.
Yeah,
we're bringing back the beads, and we make a ton of money. This could work, actually.
Honestly, this could be a good plan.
This feels like the plot of season 1 of The Shield, kind of, in a different way. Where we're just kind of like we're the first you got the press the value, and then buy the troubled asset, and then get the asset to go up in price. Rebrand it.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Is that what's happening now? Is that the sororities create woke just to revalue sororities? I feel like that kind of gels. Like they had that movie with Anna Faris, where she was like a Playboy bunny. The bunny next door or whatever it was called. Yeah. Remember that? And then that was they would never make that movie like in the 2019s because it wasn't but I'm just saying people were sick of sororities.
Right.
But now everyone's so excited about them. I wonder if is there
I feel like for a while people just kind of got sick of the blonde archetype too.
Right.
Like The sexy thing became more like brunettes.
Right.
Or
Bimbos created woke.
Yeah.
Bimbos are back. In a big way. You know, there was a time where it was like having big tits and blonde hair and a smile was gauche, right? Mm-hmm. Where you like, you know, people wanted microbrews and gastropubs, right? Exposed lighting fixtures
and pierced up, tatted up suicide girls.
Yeah, we're not talking about like the 2010s or whatever, or the pandemic era. But before that, it's exactly suicide girls, all tatted up, and what's a corn-fed white girl to do? But now who's paying the piper, right? Mm-hmm. It's back. Bimbos are back. It's America. And it's good. I mean, look, everyone knows the rules now. Whatever.
We can go through these cycles with more
vigor. More range.
Going forward.
It's a fun time to be alive. I'm very excited to see if these sorority girls can do something about the whole war in Gaza. I'd love for them to fix that. That could be their charity. That could be their charity saving Gaza.
I mean, imagine, considering how many people they have inspired.
Yeah.
Imagine if they all went on a hunger strike.
Right.
And America just saw these sorority girls.
And they look even better because they're just losing all that weight, right?
They look even better at first,
man.
But then that hits kind of a wall.
Oh, the tits get smaller.
Yeah. And, you know.
Yeah.
It would become horrifying.
People would lose their minds.
That might actually turn the tide.
That's a great idea. Hey, you want these meatbags to come back? Get your ass over to Congress and tell them to stop the war in Gaza. Stop genociding, or my meatbags never come back. They can save the world. I believe in them. So balls in your court, sorority. Balls in your court.
You could do something big here.
Big, as big as your meatbags. Thanks so much for tuning in. We love you all, and make sure you like the podcast, subscribe to the podcast, and if you like, it's patreon.com/RayComp. Extra episode every week, $5 a month. Nice deal for everyone. It's a nice fair deal. Honest trade. Capital. Have a great week.